Once upon a time in a quaint little village, there lived a young boy named James. He was a curious and ambitious lad, always seeking answers to life's mysteries. One day, he heard about a wise and revered saint who lived atop a distant mountain. It was said that the saint possessed profound wisdom and could help anyone with their troubles. Driven by a burning desire to find solutions to the problems in his life, James embarked on a challenging journey to meet the legendary saint. The path to the mountain was arduous, but his determination pushed him forward step by step. After days of rigorous trekking, James finally reached the summit where the saint's humble abode stood. Breathless and eager, James approached the saint, who greeted him with a warm smile. "Welcome, young traveler. What brings you all the way up here?" the saint asked kindly. "Great saint," replied James, "I am facing numerous problems in life, and I seek your wisdom to overcome them. How can I find solutions and achieve peace?" The saint listened attentively, nodding thoughtfully. He then offered James a seat and brought 2 cups of tea. The aroma of the tea filled the air, calming James' restless heart. The saint began to share his wisdom with James through a simple story. In a far-off land, there once lived a wealthy merchant who owned 100 camels. These camels were his pride and joy, and he cared for them dearly. One day, as the merchant was traveling through the desert, he encountered a massive sandstorm. The storm was so fierce that it separated the merchant from his camels. Distraught and worried, he sought the help of a local sage. The sage consoled him and said, "Worry not, my friend. Your camels are not lost forever. They have merely wandered off in search of shelter from the storm. However, you will need to find each one of them." The merchant was baffled and asked, "But how can I possibly find 100 camels in this vast desert?" The sage replied, "Focus on finding just one camel at a time. Start with one, and once you find it, the next one will become easier to locate. Repeat the process, and soon you will have found all of them." The merchant followed the sage's advice and indeed found one camel, and then another, and another, until he was finally reunited with all his 100 camels. After hearing the story, James was puzzled and said, "That's an interesting tale, but how does it help me with my problems, great saint?" The saint smiled and said, "Young James, just like the merchant found his camels by focusing on one at a time, you too can conquer your problems by tackling them step by step. Don't let the enormity of the challenges overwhelm you. Approach each problem with patience, perseverance, and a positive mindset instead of seeing them as insurmountable. View them as opportunities to learn and grow." James' eyes lit up with understanding. He realized that he had been looking at his problems as an overwhelming mass, but now he saw the importance of breaking them down into manageable pieces. "Thank you, great saint," said James, feeling grateful for the wisdom he had received. "I will face my problems one by one, and I believe I can overcome them." The saint patted James on the shoulder and said, "Remember, my child, life's challenges are inevitable, but how you approach them will determine your growth and happiness. Embrace each difficulty with courage and an open heart, and you will find the strength to rise above them. With newfound determination and a fresh perspective, James bid farewell to the saint and began his journey back home. As he descended the mountain, he felt an immense sense of peace and hope in his heart. He knew that he now had the tools to deal with the problems in life, and nothing could deter him from achieving his dreams. From that day forward, James faced life's challenges with a smile, knowing that just like the merchant found his camels, he too would find his way through every obstacle. And so his journey continued, filled with the courage to face whatever life brought his way, armed with the wisdom of the saint and the power of a positive outlook. And thus, the story of James and the saint's encounter serves as a powerful reminder to us all that life's problems can be conquered with patience, perseverance, and a change in perspective. Each challenge we face is an opportunity for growth, and by taking them one step at a time, we can find our way to success and happiness. So, dear reader, next time you encounter a problem in life, remember the tale of 100 camels and the lesson it carries, and face your troubles with a heart full of hope and determination.